Star Trek Picard is back, and no, we're still not over our dear departed Hugh. We've had all the hugs we need, but Space Legolas might be holding out for a hero.
Where's Hugh? What is happening on this cube?
If Seven's gonna call it a cube, then so am I. Artifact schmartifact. You're not fetch, Artifact. See you later. You're not happening. I missed you, Seven. So welcome back. And welcome back once again to Sci-Fi Wire's Warp Factor Picard Edition Episode 8. Engage!
Prepare thyself once more for a briefing of the mission Variety!
Nailed it, right? All crew to spoiler stations because we care not for the lamb's cry with these spoilers. If you haven't watched the new episode Broken Pieces, then shields up and red alert! For the answers to all of the Zhat Vash biznash, here's a cube update. Seven connects to the Queen's chamber and gets the cube to regenerate, but Narissa jettisons the drones out into space before going on an XB murder spree and transporting away to a full Romulan fleet. Seven disconnects. She may not have the drones, but she's got the cube, and she's got Space Legolas. Alla Maraine, Rios is immediately freaked out by Soji. Admiral Clancy sends a squadron of ships to help Jean-Luc after telling him to shut the f*** up, and then the answers flow like Saurian brandy. Between Raffi working with the Rios holograms, Rios coming clean, Soji's awakening memories, and a very apologetic Jurati, the broken pieces fit together. A very long time ago, there was a civilization that was destroyed by synthetic life. They put 8 suns around a planet and placed an admonition there, which said, hey, don't do what we did. The Romulans discovered the admonition, took it very, very seriously, and the Zhat Vash was born. They took the step of planting a Vulcan with some Romulan in her, in Starfleet. 14 years before the events of this series, showed Narissa, Ramda, who we found out is Narissa and Narek's aunt, and some other Zhat Vash the admonition vision, which is the glimpse of destruction brought by the Destroyer. The attack on Mars and subsequent synth ban was, in fact, a Romulan plot, just like Raffi suspected. When Rio served as first officer on the USS Ibn Majid, they made first contact with 2 synths from Soji's homeworld. One looked just like Soji and was named Janna. Vandermeer, Rios' captain, received a black directive from Starfleet to kill them both, which he did. He then killed himself, and Rios never got over it. Jurati was placed on the ship to kill Soji, but once she wakes up and meets her, she says that she never could and never will. Yeah, like he even could anyway. Soji's completely reactivated, karate girl and all that stuff. Good luck, Jurati. Soji, as I said, more activated than ever, sets course for her homeworld using a Borg transwarp conduit. Picard counsels Rios. Jurati is mostly forgiven. Raffi is stepping up again, and soon La Sirena leaves the conduit to arrive on Soji's homeworld. Fortunately for everyone, Narek follows them out. Great.
Sukat! His eyes uncovered!
Did the new episode come locked and loaded with references to Trek past, as well as new canon to enhance the journey? Did Kivas Fajo royally piss me off? A big yes to both questions. Sokat, his eyes uncovered! Commodore O has been a viper in the nest of Starfleet for a long time, so she could have been involved in the conspiracy we see in TNG's Season 4 episode Data's Day. Ambassador T'Pel, a Romulan pretending to be a Vulcan, infiltrates the proceedings in that episode to gain info on Data. Could T'Pel have been Zhat Vash? Showrunner Michael Chabon has said that he specifically watched that episode twice while writing. Rios' trunk contains a classic comm badge as well as a collection of classic rank pips. He also mentioned Zephram Cochrane and how attaining warp capability, seen in Star Trek First Contact, is a point where others in the galaxy will now start looking at you. It was the Vulcans in that film, but with the synths, we don't know who may be looking, and that's kind of why people are afraid. I'm not afraid, they are. Seven rejoining some kind of collective is a callback to many of her appearances on Voyager, and her saying how re-assimilated drones don't want to be severed from a mini-collective is very similar to something she said to Captain Janeway in her Voyager debut, Scorpion Part 2. It's no surprise that Rios' engineering hologram, named Enoch, speaks with a Scottish accent.
Oh, lassie, I'm the emergency engineering hologram. go by, Ian.
This is almost certainly a nod to the famous Montgomery Scott, aka Scotty. It was Scottish what I was doing, right? Montgomery Scott.
Laddie, don't you think you should rephrase that?
I'm Scary to Scotty and Scotland. I'm Scary to everybody. The tracker implanted in Jurati is a Viridium tracker, which is similar to the Viridium patch that Spock used to keep tabs on Kirk and McCoy in Star Trek VI, that clever little Vulcan. Deep Space 12 is the highest numbered deep space station that we've heard of in Trek. It is also a much desired reference to my beloved Deep Space Nine, a show that hasn't gotten much love in the reference department. The Cisco is of Bajor, and it is real! Finally, transwarp conduits and the Borg transwarp hub were big on Voyager, especially in the finale episode Endgame. Janeway either didn't destroy all of them, or some of them began to regenerate or be rebuilt, at the very least. For more background on everything in this episode, take a transwarp conduit back to the Academy and check out the TNG Season 4 episode Data's Day. Was old Tal Shiar shiaring the Zhat Vash crush in the background? Watch and decide for yourself. Also, Crusher tap dances in it. Huh?
Actually, I don't know how to work this.
Earl Grey never fails. And thankfully, our emergency hospitality hologram still knows the proper temperature for it. Wow, Jean-Luc actually just sat in the captain's chair without even thinking. Amazing. But I also have to mention the scene of Raffi talking with all of the Rios holograms simultaneously, because it was epic, hilarious, and seamlessly performed. The really inspiring kick in the pants, however, came at the end, when JL gave some much-needed counsel to Rios.
The past is written, but the future is left for us to write. And we have powerful tools, Rios. Openness, optimism, and the spirit of curiosity.
Sounds like true Star Trek to me. I really hope you're right, JL. One thing we know for certain, however, Earl Grey never fails.
We just came 25 light years in 15 minutes.
I noticed a little turbulence.
There's no way around it now. Everyone is converging on Soji's homeworld. What might they find there? Brent Spiner? Yeah, I'm hoping. So's everyone else. We're almost also certainly going to get a giant space battle before the season is done. A huge array of Tal Shiar ships versus Seven's Cube, La Sirena, and a squadron of ships sent by Starfleet. Ooh, favor the bold! What ships might be in that squadron? Some new ones, sure, but maybe some old favorites like the Defiant? Could someone have taken the Enterprise E out of mothballs? Who might do such a thing? Hey, I have a wild idea of who could do that, which, conveniently enough, leads us right into Crusher! Cha-cha-cha! Still nothing, but only 2 episodes left. You just watch her show up as part of that squadron. You just watch. If anyone comes blasting in on the Enterprise E, F, or G, it could be her. Maybe she'll come flying in on the Pasteur. Maybe she'll just fly in like a damn angel. I don't give a shit. I'll tilt at this windmill forever, and no amount of get over it remarks in the comment section will stop me, so don't even bother! Our hailing frequencies are now open. Last week we asked, is this the last we'll see of Riker and Troy? The answers were simple. A, hell no. B, yes, they deserve peace. The most popular answer on both Twitter and YouTube was A, hell no. One viewer commented, the line about Riker being on active reserve said it all. He could be activated to intervene in Picard's adventure, placing them in opposition for an episode or 2 until a solution is found to the conflict. Now, I don't know about them being in opposition at this point, but Riker rejoining the fight, possibly in the aforementioned squadron that Clancy is sending, would be most welcome. Will he come flying in on the Titan, or will he just slap a 3rd nacelle onto the Enterprise E and come sailing in all good things style? Riker. Zhat Vash, Riker, La Sirena, Zhat Vash, Riker. Kind of hoping for that one. Be sure to check out this week's poll, which can be found on both Twitter and YouTube. Will they find a Data/Zoom-type android on Soji's homeworld? The answers: A, of course. B, no. That's the end of Brent Spiner. Do you really want the game to end? Come on.
I'm picking up 5 bogeys coming right at us.
Things are seriously ramping up to a dramatic conclusion, and now that... Wait. Dave? You're supposed to be dead.
Surprise! There's more than you realize.
Sebjaneb. Okay. In my defense, I just need to say one thing. Computer, emergency transport! Hello, computer. Not good.